Hey, it's Savannah with the Festival Voice, and I am here with a member of the String Cheese Incident, Andrew Hollingsworth. So tell me, about cheese.
All right, so String Cheese Incident started last week. This is our first gig. No, we started in 1993, which was
the year I was born.
Yes, exactly. So we've been, how old are you?
32.
So the band is 32 years old. How about that? We've been playing music for a long time, and this is one of our babies that we brought into the festival scene around the country. This is an amazing festival.
You really did, because I attended back in 2013, 2015,
yeah.
And I remember everyone was like string cheese, and what is that?
A terrible name. Who came up with that name?
Right? But anyways, I remember seeing you back then and being like, this is great.
Awesome.
And it's just like a thing, it's the same with summer camp.
Yeah.
Summer camp has Mo and
Exactly, yes.
Thing,
totally.
And Electric Forest is string cheese.
Yes. And we do Halloween too, which is down in Florida. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, it was a blast. It's been a blast. What is it? 15 years here, right? 15 years?
If you've been doing this since '93, I'm 32.
No, I'm saying the festival's been here.
Okay, yeah. It's been a while.
14 years, something like that. Every year it's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. So I hear you're releasing some solo stuff. Can you tell me about that?
Sweet. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
So this will be my 7th release, I'm calling it, I think. There was one EP in there. Yes, All We Are. So the opening track, I said, I don't want to be a hippie anymore. I want to explore my other passion, which is indie rock. So I decided to release kind of a Death Cab for Cutie or that kind of vibe. I was listening to a lot of them at the time. I wanted heavy guitars, minimal keyboards, and long words. I wanted a vibe. I wanted the sound. I wanted a color. And so that's the opening track. So I'm hoping people dig it. I'm kind of assuming maybe the String Cheese fans might be like, yeah, okay, Kyle, what happened to you? But if you keep going through the track, the cool thing about the name of the album is All We Are, and it's definitely lots of pieces of who I am. So you get the funk numbers, you get the house music, you get a lot of stuff that represent who I am.
I will be honest, I just heard about this today. So
yes, no worries.
But I'm really excited to listen because I've seen Cheese I think I've seen him at summer camp once or twice.
Yep.
Have you been there?
Yeah, and I've done my solo project there too.
Okay. So summer camp is 2 hours for me, so I'm always
nice.
Vibing there. And then I've been at Forest a couple times, so I've seen you enough. But I'm really excited to check it out, especially with the indie rap. It's gonna be a new vibe.
New vibe, and it's a little darker, but it's okay to be dark, right? It's okay. So that's fun. What else about that? I don't know. I'm going on tour around that. I'll be up and down the East Coast with my solo band. I'll be doing some Chicago dates. And let's talk a little bit about maybe the forest. So this is your third year?
So I went 2013, I went 2015, and now I'm here again.
Nice.
It's been kind of a journey, you know.
It started for us because I think it was called Rothbury originally.
Yeah. It wasn't even Forest then. It was Rothbury Music Festival.
What we did, I need to give this back to the other gentleman. This needs to go back to the other.
Okay, I'll get it back to you in a minute. Yes, we can clip this out.
Yeah. What we did is we came into Rothbury and saw the forest, and we've been doing really, really cool things with a festival called Horny's Hideout, which was on the West Coast 20 years ago, where we had a beautiful forest, and we put hammocks in the forest, we put disco balls in the forest, we had art installs in the forest, and this is all in Oregon. And we came here, we saw this forest, and we said we should recreate it here. So then we got our friends at Burning Man to be involved. So the whole adventure of what you do when you walk around came from the vision of us bringing it. Actually, you know what? We went to Japan first. We saw some stuff in Japan there. And then we brought it over here and put it in the forest, and then it became, from Rothbury, became Electric Forest. Which, it's kind of wild. It was very musically, it was, the people played things called instruments, which are like when you play keyboards or guitar and you don't press a button on a computer. Those are called instruments. We played instruments in the early part of Electric Forest. Was all bands, and now it's mainly DJs. So we are definitely the black sheep of the festival, but we still feel like it's part of our heart.
So I see what you're saying with that. Like, it's a lot more DJs now. It's a lot more electric, but at the same time, everybody's like, cheese, cheese, cheese.
Yeah, it's good to
You
hear.
were
I don't know that. It's hard when you look out there and you see some blank faces.
There will be some.
Yeah,
They're
right.
like, what is this? But
What
I
is
mean,
this?
like, if you've been here from the get-go, cheese is part of the
The
part of
culture.
the go.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, yep, so that's what we've been doing for the last year. And then String Cheese just came out with an album last year. So I've been doing a lot of right-hand road with a guy named Sam, who plays with Iron and Wine. And it's been a wild 32-year ride.
That's crazy. And 32, I'm 32. You started when I was born.
Exactly. Well,
It is
anything else? Do
great.
you have any other questions or anything? We can talk about the album a little bit.
My big thing is, what are you doing next?
Well, literally, I'm getting on stage in 20 minutes. That's what I'm doing next.
Shit, we
No,
better finish
I'm
this.
joking. But we literally, we get on
Last
stage,
question.
and then I will be. We head out from here, and we do some West Coast dates. String Cheese does. I release my album, which I'm all nervous about, my solo disc, and then we do Halloween, which is another festival